Good morning. I just slept the best I've slept in more than a year. uh, the reason I say that is because I slept 6 hours in a row, and then I woke up for a short time and then went back to sleep for about 2 more hours. And in the last year, I've never slept 6 hours in a row. The best was maybe 4 hours. But the first half of last year, I had terrible insomnia. I went 5 days with no sleep in a row, and then I went months where I get 1 hour, 0 hours, 3 hours, occasionally 6 hours. Often it was 3, 4 hours. Was maybe many times it was like that. So, and it was tough. It was really tough. My body was weaker because of not getting enough sleep, and but there's hope. I thought that maybe I'll never be able to sleep again, and but I improved. I got better. So our body has an amazing ability to adapt to just about any situation, and it's important to give it time. And also, when it comes to our thoughts, what we think can have a huge impact on how fast we're able to recover. And just about every doctor will tell you that, if patients who are able to maintain a positive thinking pattern, even during illness, are the ones who do better. And the same thing is with tinnitus. I mean, what we talk about is very important in terms of our recovery. And the videos I've been making are about that, about what we say to ourselves, how we train our brain to respond. Because if our brain perceives something to be a danger to us, it'll do things like make us very anxious and stop us from sleeping. So with regard to sleep, I remember when I had really bad insomnia that I would often think all day about what I could do to sleep better. And I would research online, and I would be so worried that I wasn't going to be able to sleep very well again the next night. And then I couldn't sleep very well. So when it comes to sleep, I think even this is something we can do a little work with our brains to sleep better. And just say, I look forward to sleeping on a very comfortable bed tonight. And I know my sleep is getting better and better. And but I'm not worried about sleep. If I don't sleep, it's not a problem. I'm okay either way. This sort of thought pattern is going to lead to more sleep. When we're thinking about how terrible it is not to sleep and how terrible the tinnitus are, we're allowing these thoughts to get into our subconscious, and our subconscious then says, you're not sleeping and you're going to be anxious, and you're going to, so it's really important that we think about how wonderful it is to sleep and how wonderful it is to feel peaceful with the sound. It's possible to go to sleep on an airplane, isn't it? A lot of people sleep on airplanes, and it's very loud in an airplane. But our body is able to adapt and go to sleep. And it's the same thing with the tinnitus. It's just that we, because it's inside of our brain, we're like, oh my God, what the heck is this? I've got some major problem. But the fact is, in 99 point something % of the cases, you might have a little hearing loss. Even that is not necessarily going to mean you're going to be deaf later on. It's just you have a little bit of hearing trouble, maybe at certain ranges, but you're fine, and you just have to learn to say, I don't care. It doesn't matter. It's not going to affect me. This morning, I didn't think about tinnitus until it was time to make this video. But I was in the quiet room. There was a fan in the background, but I didn't even notice it. I didn't think about it, and more, it's just not in my thoughts. Now I'm making a video, so I think about it, and I can hear the high-pitched noise, and if I were to turn this, I've got a little fan on in here. If I were to turn that off, it would be pretty loud, But I don't think about it, so I'm okay. And I've programmed my brain to say this is not a threat, so yeah, there's a sound there. There's nothing I can do about it. So maybe I'll think about something I can do something about. And I hope you'll spend your day doing the same. Think about something you can do that will be worthwhile in your life, and go do it. And hopefully you can get your mind off of this tinnitus. I love Just for Laughs. Google that or find that on YouTube. It's a funny show. If you're having trouble, just watch that for a half hour, and maybe you'll forget about your tinnitus too.